Yo, welcome in, little bro. I got you with alert. Hold up, I'm posting up in the Discord. Alright. Bro, playing that Red Dead, let's go. Oh, facts, bro. I got the jersey, the chain. You already know. You already know what's up. Oh, it's got an update. Hold up. It's probably just a really tiny update. Just wait. Yeah. It's a mini update. Alright. That's Metal Gear. True. I got your stream pulled up, Valhalla. Got the tab. I'm watching that too. True, what a thrill. Honestly, I'd say the best intro in like any video game ever. Like, I'd go that far. Bro, I killed my horse. Racist. Do I want to drop with my riding mask or nah? Let's go like MGS3. I've done an extreme playthrough and I can't. I'm so bad. Same with EE. I'm honestly so bad. Hard is like the highest I can go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Nah, bro, you killed your horse. You have to resort to scrawny nag.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
What happened to the light?
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Yo, welcome in, Sergeant. Long time no see, bro.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Jack the Stripper is a crazy name. Can't even lie. I've been great, man. I'm just doing like my yearly playthrough of the series. On the third game.
Approaching release point.
I beat the second one in like 2 streams.
10 minutes to drop off.
I honestly know that game like the back of my hand. The second game is so good.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Bro, I'm so excited for Delta. When the pre-order becomes available, I'm definitely gonna pre-order it. I also want the collector's edition.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
When the pre-order becomes available for the collectors, I'm honestly definitely gonna get it.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of
But the
our
OG on the
fortunate
PlayStation
android
until they
that
remaster.
succeeds will be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation
The
ritual.
remaster? Are you talking about the Master Collection?
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no
So,
blood.
the Master Collection is
The rocket
actually
that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit
the, I have it
was
right
A1.
here. It's the HD PS3 port.
Sokolov is said to be the
So,
man most
technically a
responsible for
remaster,
multi-engine
but
cluster
it's just the HD port from the PS3 moved over to the
After
PS5
Gagarin's flight,
with I think like
Sokolov
60 frames per second or something like that. Like they
became the head of
tweaked
the
the
newly
frames,
established Design Bureau.
but I mean, fuck it. I mean, if us people with the without PS3s, PS2s can play it, then I see it as a win.
Afraid.
I think it's also on Steam
He
too.
wanted a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets...
No, it's not on the HD collection. It is on the
The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove
Legacy
the missiles.
collection though.
At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs...
Yo, Sergeant, what's your
were
favorite
obsolete,
of the series?
and we were going to get rid of them anyway.
I'm assuming 5, right?
Strategic value whatsoever to either the US
5's
or
my
the
second
Russians.
favorite.
The Turkey deal
behind
was a
2.
ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
Bro, MGS2 is a complete masterpiece. I love
Then
that
a
game.
month ago, we received
It's
some
so
new
fucking
information
good.
from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
So I'm thinking about maybe making some more
He was taken
Metal Gear
back
Solid
to
5
prison
videos.
and forced
Maybe
to continue working on
get back
the
into
question
FOBs a
of
little
KGB
bit.
supervision. What's more,
Or do a new playthrough.
completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting...
It's understandable. It took me a good hour into the game to get used to them.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba.
So I recently emulated Twin Snakes on my PC.
According to our
The controls are good,
intelligence,
but
Sabina,
it
the
doesn't
Arctic
fit the
place
game,
in the mountains
if that makes
about 3
sense.
miles
Like,
to the
it's
west
really
of the
easy.
Virgin Cliffs.
So it's pretty much
Cliffs.
Metal Gear Solid 2 controls,
Nice name for a
but on
fortress
1.
mission.
But like they haven't
They
changed
moved in
anything
there
with the
just
game.
recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to
But
get it
like,
back.
I think I still
This
like
would
it.
never
It's
have
a
been possible
fun
if we were still in the
remake.
research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Yeah, see, if there was a chapter 3, I think it would be one of the best games of all time, because there's so much going for it. Like, I love 5. It's so good. But there's just that one missing piece.
Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
How do you guys feel about 4? Guns of the Patriots?
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think
I'm excited.
Sokolov is up to it?
I love David Hayter.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Never played 4, only watched you play it. Okay, so I love 4, but the hour-long cutscenes are not it. But I love it though. Like, it's like a movie. Like, you know, it's a great, complete, full-on experience, but like, the hour-long cutscenes fucking get to you sometimes. Especially if you've played the game before and you're on like your 4th or 5th playthrough. They get a little tedious. And the boss fights aren't the best. But it's still a really good fucking game. They're all really good games. Like, I could go on and on, like, about 4. Like, I like how they bring Raiden back. Raiden's design. A lot of the designs in 4 are really fucking good. Like, I like all the emotions that go through the game. Like, as you're playing as old Snake, how he gets shit on for being like this old, washed-up soldier. Also, fuck Naomi. I hate Naomi.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Yeah, I agree.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace.
You
of
mean
your
like
presence.
more
Is that clear?
games with Solid
This kind of
Snake and
infiltration
Raiden?
is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
That's true. It does feel rushed in a way. Like the game doesn't feel as thought out as all the other games. And feel like it's just does the whole fan service nostalgia like way too much. Like the whole trip back to Shadow Moses and what else? I don't know, there's just a lot of callback and like the flashbacks, like the optional flashbacks. Like there's just so many. Like we get it, this has happened in the old games, but like you don't really need to point it out every 2 seconds.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button.
Yeah.
For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your
I can't
stamina
stand
will start to
Johnny.
drop.
And
If stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately. For
well,
example,
Naomi's not
and
new,
your
but
wounds
I
won't
hate
heal as
Naomi.
smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
And I don't like how
Weapons
Vamp
a
came
Mark
back.
22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor.
Yo,
However, the
welcome
suppressor
in,
will
Lowbro.
deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0,
How's your
the
night
noise
going?
suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment,
Yo,
footprints,
what's up?
sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare.
Stealth in
While
Red Dead
supposed
is
to
really
be any
cool.
American soldiers in Russia, it could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you.
Were you
can't let the
working?
enemy know you're
Bro
there.
was napping until
It's a
10.
stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and U.S. government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that.
Oh, that's
SAS
low-key
guidelines
true.
stipulate that soldiers on covert ops
Vamp
like
in a
this
way
one
is the
are issued
opposite of
a potassium
Raiden. I never
cyanide
really thought
capsule.
about that.
Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the
So,
enemy.
did you know
Sent
that
into
at
a
the end
state
of 2,
false death for a short time.
the very last cutscene of when Raiden is talking to Snake and then Raiden
Just take the revival.
talks to Rose,
You mean that thing that
Vamp's
was my
in the
tooth
background.
mission?
That's
You can
the
see
one.
Vamp in the
Be
background.
careful.
And
If
you
you
get like
remain
a
in a
trophy
state of
for it
false
too
death
if you
for too
spot him
long.
out.
Nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Damn.
Correct. The mission
No
rests
break?
entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax.
I have to
There's
work
a support
tomorrow.
team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with
Yo,
you.
if you're over on the YouTube right now, please
Hello,
sub.
Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Pretty please.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
It's crazy how Ocelot is the son of the boss and the Sorrow. I always thought that was crazy.
145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that.
Yo, I appreciate you
A soldier
subbing.
needs to be strong in spirit, body, and
I
technique. And the
I
only
post
thing you
videos when
learn
I
from
can.
someone
It's
else
main
is
it's mainly
technique.
just
In
my
fact,
streams.
Technique doesn't even
I
matter.
repost my streams
What's
on my
most
channel.
important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why.
Ooh,
You're looking for a reason to fight.
I can't remember her voice
You're a
actor.
natural-born
It's on the
fighter,
top of my tongue though.
but you're not quite a
She
soldier.
voices other people
A
too.
soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who
It's
dictate
Pearl from
missions.
SpongeBob. That's
And
right.
who does?
The times. People's values change over time. and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative
That's kind of weird to
terms,
think about.
constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit. A group of
Yeah, her
heroes
voice
that fought
actor
the war
plays
to
in a
end
lot.
and
I just
save
looked
the
it
world.
up.
As long as
Like
you've got
Toy
a
Story,
legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that
SpongeBob,
right, Snake?
Family Guy,
Yeah,
Inside
I
Out.
can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on
Bro, I don't
flight
want to work
techniques.
tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Fuck that.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Bro, seeing this in the remake is gonna be so sick. I'm so hyped. So I did a non-lethal run of MGS2. I'm debating if I want to do it in this game, but like, I don't know. True, me too. Commencing virtuous mission now. Bro, but like I said, the remake is gonna be so sick. I'm honestly so hyped. I'm thinking about quitting that stupid job. I'm looking at other jobs right now, so definitely gonna think about it this week.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The uniform option lets you pick
I'm
your
a cook at
uniform, while
Panda
the face
Express.
option lets you change your face paint.
I'm like one
Choosing
of the
camouflage that blends in with your
tier
surroundings will help
1
you
or tier
conceal
2
yourself
cooks.
more effectively.
I make really good money for what I do,
Also,
but
don't
like,
forget that
it's
anything
just,
that moves will
I
stand
work
out in a
way too
job.
hard
If you just
for people
stand up
that
and
don't
run
work at
around like
all.
an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index.
I just can't work for that
The
manager
camo
anymore.
index shows how well your
I'm
current
just so
camouflage
over it.
blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
I just can't work for some fat, lazy piece of crap that doesn't, you know, give two shits about their associates and helping and, you know.
Just my imagination.
Yeah. Yep. Fast food work. True. Okay, well, it's not like I'm like flipping patties or anything. It's like so much hands-on and like standing for like 12 hours, 13 hours. It's just a lot. Like your average fast food worker could definitely not work there or do what I do. Like I used to work really hard, but now I feel like I'm just slowing down over these past couple months. Nah, same. Bro, give me like a double bacon cheeseburger. I'd take that any day over Chinese food. 100%.
What's wrong?
Just explore your options. It's definitely a stepping stone onto better things.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
That's understandable. I mean, if that's what you feel like, then
There are sentries
do what
posted
you gotta
around
do.
the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
You
Be
shouldn't
careful.
do what,
Your mission is to bring Sokolov
like,
back
you
alive.
shouldn't be thinking that
He
other
must not be
people
exposed to
will
any
need
kind
you
of
there.
danger.
You gotta do what's best
Do
for
not approach
yourself,
Sokolov while in
definitely.
the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Because there's always more people to hire and stuff, so it's like, you know, it's not like the biggest deal. Oops, wrong button. Hold up.
What's wrong?
True.
I'm seeing things.
You're definitely right, Jack.
What's wrong? Huh? What's that sound?
I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't be having to get tortured because of that. Because, like working 40 something hours is just actually crazy. It's like dehumanizing work. Like, you just feel like a robot. And I don't know. I'm not really into that.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
I'm not telling anybody to leave. It's just how I feel. Like, stay all you
I have
want.
a
Like,
message from him.
it's good
What is it?
money. It
He
is
said
really
to tell
good
you
money.
Sorry for being so late.
And there's like benefits and everything. So
Did he now?
What does it mean?
you know, it's like
It means
money is
he's
money.
a man of his word.
Hours are hours. It's just what I feel.
But we've got no time for this.
'Cause I've
We'll
been
have to
there
get me out of here before
2.5, 2 3/4 of a year. It's like, it's a lot.
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist
Yeah,
faction.
money is
the man
money.
who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Well, I remember when I was broke without a job, so I would never want to go back to being broke.
The intelligence says that they are going to
Asking my family for money and stuff like that, like it's just the worst.
The soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
Oh, yo, Jack.
Even if it meant killing me in the process.
You can join the Discord if you want. I have a Metal Gear Discord. Everyone there is super chill, and fun fact, I have the collector's editions of pretty much all of the games. I have a sealed collector's edition of 5. It comes with Venom's arm and stuff.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this
Yeah,
place. Let's
no,
go.
I don't like asking for handouts.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
Yeah,
I see.
that's what the
What about
collector's
the
edition
boss?
comes with. I haven't
Lost
opened it because
contact
it's
with
still
the boss
sealed.
some time ago.
I want to like
It's probably just a
keep
week's. Just
like
hurry and
its
get
resale
Sokolov
value for like, you know, the next 10, 20 years, because who knows what these collector's editions are going to go for. I also have the Death Stranding collector's edition. It's up to you. I mean, I also post up when I go live. I have the collector's edition of Death Stranding. The game, it's a game, and then the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 5. And forgot what, I think it's the limited edition of 4. I don't think it's the collector's, the limited edition. What else do I have? I have the box set of the PS2 games. They're super rare. They have like rare artwork on the cases.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss. Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you.
Don't you forget it.
Bro, I want the collector's edition for Delta.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
So if you guys don't know, the Metal Gear Solid Delta is going to be a remake of this game. That's going to be coming out, I think, this year or next year. But it's a full-on remake in Unreal Engine 5. It looks so fucking good.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
It's all Metal Gear references.
Major!
Well, most of them are.
Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Snake is so badass.
Possible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Naked Snake is my goat.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
You're pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Supposedly Kojima is working on a new stealth game after he puts out Death Stranding 2. Wonder what it's gonna be. So if you kill him, you get a what is it? Time paradox. But I want to go for no death. A no death run, not gonna lie. Instead of non-lethal, I'm gonna go for no death.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Yeah, true. I still have hope, though. I mean, I really like Death Stranding. It's not exactly a stealth action game, but it's still really good.
Yes. The Shagohod.
He's got all the tools and technology.
Nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly...
There's no reason to really doubt
A
Kojima.
nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate.
Yo, what's up, Solid Snake? Welcome in.
I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America.
Yeah, I doubt it'll be a masterpiece, but, you know, who knows?
They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
It's so sad what happens to Kaz. Kaz and Ocelot's devotion to Big Boss is actually insane, though. True. They played us like a damn fiddle.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
He's the voice actor for, Liquid? No, Kaz. He's the voice actor for Kaz, right? Or Kaz. My boy Miller.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Kuwabara.
Country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I think this game has the best boss fights out of the series.
Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
Oh, I wonder what.
Finds out about this, we're finished.
I wonder what Volgan's gonna look like in the remake.
He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
The way he's just laying there. Okay, hold up. Here. Oh, passed it. Ow. True, it honestly is. It's a lot of fun. In 5, you have the spray, right? You hit like triangle for like the spray or whatever.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I really like 5. Like, I like how Ground Zeroes is kind of like the intro, and then 5 is like the main game. I have the definitive experience version when it comes with both, so you can just straight up select 5 once. I mean, not 5. Phantom Pain once you beat Ground Zeroes. And it comes with all the DLCs and stuff. Yo, what's good, Lobster? Welcome in, bro. How's it going, Lobster? How's your day going, bro? Oh, bet. Have a good one. Take it easy. Big tired? I feel that. Just started Metal Gear Solid 3 like an hour ago. Just doing my yearly playthrough of the games. I beat the second one in like 2 days. Like it was fucking fast. Like I know the ins and the outs like crazy. I love the themes of the second game, and I love the message at the end, and like I just fucking love everything about the second game.
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
True. I'm not the biggest fan of the hospital intro. It's a little...
She's a nice catch.
A little long.
Not so fast.
Like the whole doctor comes in, look up, look down, look left, look right. And then he falls asleep like he doesn't fall asleep, he passes out like 3 times. And then Quiet comes in and assassinates the doctor and shit like that.
A kiss of death.
You KGB.
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Can you pause in the Master Collection? I kinda gotta go to the bathroom.
Perhaps we should. We have no further use.
I don't really want to
Sokolov's
test it though.
research facility.
Hold up, what if I
think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
I don't know if you can pause. I don't want to skip the cutscene.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Bet. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick, guys. Give me like 1 minute. Then we can hear my beloved What a Through. Alright, I'm like, streamer gone. Sorry, I had to run to the bathroom real quick. Alright, guys. This is the greatest intro to any video game of all fucking time. I'm just gonna mute my mic. I don't want you to hear me sing this.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly. a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd like to view. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
So fucking good. That shit hits every time. Every time.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
Bruh.
They're just looking for a
Yo, is that the guy from
Does
Fortnite?
that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking
I was so happy when they added
Situation
Snake to
has
Fortnite
changed.
and
We've
Raiden.
still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Speaking of Fortnite, we need to play some fucking Fortnite soon.
Here, have a cigar.
We need to get the squad.
Cuba. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-7,
Colonel, I'm trying to steer
was
us just
destroyed
cracking
in a
90s.
nuclear explosion.
True.
At about the same time, our
Baby No Money's getting a skin. I might have to get that. I have some leftover V-Bucks from the Dragon Ball drop.
Any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who
True.
arranged the defection was a group
That's what I was
by the name
thinking.
of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin. Of the Brezhnev faction.
Sneaking riding, they're thick, bruh. Especially in the second game. In their
Her
sneaking
name
suits.
is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led
They
us
massacred
to
my
victory in
boys.
that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature
Resume.
nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
I don't want to work tomorrow.
Able to restrain the military. I will be
Guys, I gotta work at 8:30.
their revenge.
I'm staying up tonight, though. I don't give a
Nuclear
fuck.
attack on the United States?
We got gears to metal.
Disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
We KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us into...
Damn, did I just skip that cutscene? I didn't even mean to. I didn't even press like X or anything. Yeah, I don't know how I skipped the cutscene. I mean, I've already seen it like a million times, but
This is
still.
Snake. Do you read
I don't
it?
like to skip
Loud and
cutscenes
clear.
when I'm playing through the
Glad to see
series.
you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then
Hold
that's
up.
what we'll do.
Stupid
And look at
lights.
the CIA's demands.
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to you.
I think I've seen that movie.
So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue
I got
Sokolov.
you. I'll join up in a
How will
bit.
I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
Lolly Lule
I
Low.
thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Alright, I'm in the VC. You can join up. We'll talk for a little bit. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna stream. We shall see. I'm still amazed how fast I beat Sons of Liberty.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore.
Oh, yo, what's up,
There's
bro?
nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
We boot up Elden Ring real quick.
Real. I'm playing.
Yeah, I got a fucking.
You're playing the DLC?
Yeah, on PC. The DLC is fucking intense.
Yeah, I heard it's hard.
Like not actually modded, just a modded save file. I took a 100% save that was level like 160. And then I customized it to my liking.
You'd better
Because I didn't want to go through all my accounts that are like New Game Plus 7. I have one that's New Game Plus 7. I do not want to go through the DLC at
60
that.
miles south of here.
If I'm struggling
You
at
ought to
New
be able
Game
to
Plus
run that
1,
far.
not really plus 1, plus 0, then no. No. Not at plus 7.
Why'd you defect?
Yeah, I did the first 2.
I didn't.
Like, not really optional, but first 2
I'm loyal
bosses
to
that the
the
game
end, to my
shows you.
purpose.
That the,
What about you, Jack?
The
What's it going to be?
the demo
Loyalty
that they
to
had,
your country or
the
loyalty
2 that
to
they
me?
like told you to
Your
go
country
for,
or your old
got
mentor?
those 2.
The mission
second
or your
one
beliefs?
was the harder one.
Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
It was Runala, I think, technically. And then apparently Miyazaki said the hardest boss he's ever made is in the DLC. So
But sooner or later
let's
you'll
hope it's
have to
not the dungeon
choose.
I'm going through currently.
I don't expect
Yeah, I heard the last boss fight is like the hardest
But you can't defeat
Souls
me,
fight
baby.
ever.
You know me too well.
It's the last one then?
I think that's what I saw. Not trying to spoil.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the
I
past
just
behind you,
hope
you
it's
won't
fucking
survive
worth it.
long.
I need to freaking play through the game again. I left off on my New Game Plus, and I'm like at the very beginning pretty much.
Go home.
When I left off on my actual playthrough, I was at Fire Giant at level 60. I should not be at Fire Giant at that low of a level.
True.
They recommend 120.
Yeah, no,
I
that
somehow got through all the other bosses.
That boss is
This
crazy.
is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was
Like,
ambushed
the boss
by the
itself
boss.
isn't
You
hard.
were what?
It's
The
the
drone's
fact
been shot to hell.
the
It's up in
hitbox.
flames.
It's the
That's not
hitbox
good.
that-
Enemy
that's why that
scouts are going to
sucks.
come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the
Into
boss
the
doing
DLC,
here in the
though,
first place?
You,
There's got to be a
you
leak
cannot
somewhere.
only use
No,
heavy
that's
weapons.
impossible.
Heavy
The
weapons
man the boss is working with
will
Vulcan isn't
make you
exactly on
worse.
speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake,
Currently, my
I know how
build
you're
is,
feeling. It's hard for me to believe,
what's it
too,
called?
that a legendary
The
hero
big
like the
fucking
boss
hammer.
would go over to the Russians.
And then
She'd
the
double-cross us like
blasphemous
this.
blade.
But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem.
You really
In
need
terms
those
of
fast
sheer
attacks for
technique,
most
I'll never
bosses.
be able to beat her.
Yeah.
I know that
The
all
medium
too
roll.
well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's
That
your
medium
enemy
roll
and
goes
your
hard.
objective.
True.
Enemy. We were
I-
together for 10 years, and now
I
you tell
can't
me
play.
she's my enemy?
Enough.
Any Dark Souls
Hurry to the factory
game,
where Adam is
well, any
waiting.
Souls game in general,
Scouts have probably already been
without
sent out
being
to
at medium.
investigate the
I
explosion.
don't like light.
You've
Light
lost
just
your
feels
weapon,
wrong.
right? That means you've got
heavy
no
is just
chance of winning in a
heavy.
battle situation.
I don't
Whatever
have
you
to
do,
say anymore.
don't let them see you.
Yeah, true.
Heavy is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, it's in DS3, not 3, DS2 for the PS3. You can definitely abuse heavy. I've abused it before. Abusing heavy rolls is so much fun.
Well, the rolls are really fast in Dark Souls 3.
God damn it. I should have killed those. Yeah, I'm in the third dungeon. Let me see which one it is on the map. This might be one of the hidden ones. Is it?
What's your time zone right now?
My time zone is currently 2:26
Damn.
a.m.
Same.
What time is it for you? Aren't you like 3 hours off?
Yeah, 11:30.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wish.
I'm playing
No wonder you-
Snake Eater right now.
Yeah, I saw you on stream. Decided to stop in for a second. I was on call with friends for like 5 hours straight.
Well, that's what's up.
We were just doing Gartic phone. Shit goes hard.
Bro, I got a day off. I think Tuesday. I'm finna fucking grind Elden Ring.
Dude, grinding Elden Ring is...
See,
I'll tell you this.
I
As
wish-
I said, you're gonna need a fast weapon.
Yeah.
Fast, like, heavy roll, if you know how to use it, you can use it. If you can abuse it, you can abuse it. But I mean, you are going to want a one dexterity weapon, along with your like normal whatever weapon.
Yeah. Well, my new game plus, you pretty much just use the moon veil and forgot what else the other one. But I use the moon veil pretty much the whole playthrough. Medium roll.
Use the what's it called? Moon veil. I have it on one of my saves, but never used it.
It's pretty good
because I never made the stats for it. Looks so cool though.
It is. It's
the
like
moon veil in every From Software game is just so cool.
Yeah.
They might not be the best, but they're usually really fucking fun.
I just like samurai swords in that game.
Alright, found this. Let's see if this brings me to a bonfire. Yeah, have you... I mean, you could definitely just go to a playthrough of yours that you've already killed Moog and are done. But I mean, the DLC though.
Yeah, well, in my new game plus, I didn't yet.
First thing I did in the DLC was go to the first, like, visible area and I just got fucked up almost instantly.
Yeah, I heard it's really hard.
HQ.
It was after 15 deaths to the first main boss. I said, I need to switch around my weapons.
Real?
Yeah, out of fucking grace. Yeah, the new system, the new power system thing, with the... So, the new system, if we would be talking about it, if you don't already know, is like these ashes, where you have to apply them on a bonfire, and it just makes it so you do more damage.
Oh shit.
To more nice, I got the new type of shield. You know the one I'm talking about? Shield that...
I've seen
some.
I've seen a couple streams of it.
Yeah, I really don't understand how the new things work, but I'm slowly learning. Just like every other From Software game, you just have to learn while going through it. It's just that first boss was insane, and then fighting that second one. The second one is more humanoid, which is just gonna be like a lot harder. I just want to go back after like finishing this DLC and going into New Game Plus. I just want to fight Renala, not Renala. Fucking what's his name?
Radon?
No. What? Why am I saying Renala and Radon? I meant to say, Godfrey.
Oh, Godfrey, yeah.
Godfrey is just such a good boss.
True.
Personally, that is why, before the DLC came out, that's the main reason why I kept playing, was just to beat him over and over again. He's just such a cool boss.
There is a lot of freaking badass bosses in that game. Can't even lie.
It's almost like DS1. Even though the last boss is very mid if you know how to parry.
Oh,
it's still
true.
Fun.
That's what I did to beat the DS1 boss, and I didn't parry through the whole game until that boss fight.
I parried through the whole game. I was a parry god in DS1.
I'm trying to remember. I got it out of a mimic chest. It was like a ice spear or some shit like that. But I pretty much just used that for the whole entire game. Plus 10, yeah.
Yeah, I only got... So what I used was a heavy weapon, as almost every From Software game I like heavy weapons. But I chose the Dark Dragon's Tooth.
Oh.
Great hammer. Base damage was as much as a fully upgraded greatsword.
Yeah.
So I mean, I upgraded it once, and that shit just destroyed anything and everything. Like, normal enemies now in the DLC now take 2 800 hits.
Damn.
And those are basic enemies. That is with a few upgrades, not many, but a few. Just enough to keep me running.
Yeah.
It's just insane
Sorry I'm late.
how powerful these enemies are
Cut the
now.
engine.
Which
They'll hear us.
I'm not a big fan of
Are you
the
the
whole.
agent they sent?
Oh, let's just make
Are
number
you
bigger.
Adam?
Yeah.
I thought you
For
were
the
supposed to be a
whole-
man.
Adam couldn't make it.
What's it called? Elden Ring.
All
But I mean,
right,
it
say
works.
the password.
You
Who
can't
are the
complain too much
Patriots?
since it's just the same thing. Just
Who are the Patriots?
instead of it saying 300, it now says 1,000.
Answer me.
I honestly I'd prefer just cool move sets and
The deal
Get down!
shows how that cool ass move sets.
cool designs and shit like that.
I just like type shit.
Yeah.
That's why I always use what the thing got me addicted to Great Sword was getting you know the Great Sword you get from what is it? What am I thinking of?
There.
It's this one
Is your answer.
mini boss that's not really a mini boss. In Unknown. That gives you a great sword. Fully max that out. Well, not fully, since I couldn't get a 10 somber, but max it out to 9. Then use that for most of my playthrough. And that's what got me addicted to great swords. Then I switched to Radahn's great swords. Then from Radahn's, I switched to whose did I switch to from there? Oh, then I switched to the great sword.
I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about.
Fuck. And I just misrolled. I need to figure out which part my friend was at.
What
in the
happened to
DLC.
Adam?
I was over
What's
at
your
his place,
code
and he was going through the DLC around me.
Snake.
I was just watching.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then dude does this
Well, I'm
down
Eva.
this really tall
Are you here
thing.
to tempt me?
I have no clue where it is. I just want to find it so I can also go through
What
it.
happened to Adam?
It just looks so
Colonel
sweet.
Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right
Remember
person for this
the
mission.
DS
And you were.
1 and 2?
Yes.
Why?
What's it
Because
called?
I can do things he can't.
Kits that you had to drop down to get to some optional bosses.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the
Oh,
NSA.
yeah.
It's just
I
like
was.
that.
4 years ago, I
Oh, it's
defeated
like
Maybe
the
a little
Soviet
bit
Union
worse.
with
a super far drop. I think I've seen a clip of that boss.
The broom handle.
Well, I don't know if it's a
It
boss.
packs quite a
I just
punch.
know that
Nice to
that's
have
how
when
you
you're on
get
a bike.
somewhere.
You
Since
held it
never
sideways
got down to it.
and used the muzzle jump to create a
Kept
horizontal
falling to
sweep.
his death
That was
over and over
impressive.
again.
Bet
Looks
you've never seen
kind of
that
funny.
technique in the West.
Yeah.
It's imitation, isn't
I'm
it?
completely
Yeah.
tired though.
It's a Chinese Type 17
I have
pistol.
no clue why I'm still on.
Around here.
Nah,
Even
for
that's
real.
hard
Fuck
to
it,
come
free
by.
ball.
True.
Don't worry though. The one I've got for you is American made.
That almost killed me. And that did kill me. Shit.
45, huh?
I hate how heavy these attacks hit. So, one of the, not main enemies, but one of the more common enemies in this place does
Feeding ramp is polished to a mere
1/6 of my
The
health.
slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the
Per
frame is
hit.
tightened for added
And
precision.
that's within
The
bursts
sight
of 3
system is original
attacks.
too. The thumb safety
So
is extended to
3
make it
hits,
easier on
I'm
the
half
finger.
health.
A long type trigger with non-slip grooves.
That's low-key crazy.
Ring hammer. The base of the trigger
The
guard's been
DLC
filed
is
down for a
just
higher grip.
genuinely
And not only
meant,
that,
I feel like it's
nearly
just
every
meant
part
just
of this
for
gun has
players.
been expertly
Yeah.
crafted
Players
and
were like, oh,
customized.
Elden Ring's, which I was even one of the people who thought Elden Ring was a little too easy overall compared to other From Software, like Dark Souls games. But
Where'd you
I mean,
get something like this?
this
I grabbed
is
it from
worse
a
than
Western
anything.
munitions armory.
This
Yeah.
is worse than
It
playing
probably used to
Sekiro
belong to one of your officers,
with
and there are more where that came from.
unupgraded stats.
That's what I heard. I heard it's really fucking hard.
You
out
had
of,
this with you, didn't you?
Maybe 2 people. I really liked the Sekiro combat system.
Better take this
Yeah,
too.
same.
What's that?
I thought it felt really
A
nice.
disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab.
Let's
They've
go.
got a whole army of
Got
scientists
past
there
that enemy that
developing
kept
new
killing
weapons.
me.
Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
I feel like the DLC is also
Tell
just
me how to get to the
randomly
lab.
walking. You know, like,
The
oh,
safest way in is from the
look
rear.
at that direction. Go.
First, you'll need to
Like,
head
in
north
order to
through
get
the
to the
jungle.
area I am now,
You'll
you
come
just have
to
to
a
randomly
heliport
guess
used for
where to go.
shipping materials. Pass the heliport
I like
and
the
continue north
open
and you'll
world.
hit a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a
I
cave. Move
wasn't
through the
a
cave
big fan
and
of
you will arrive at a
Limgrave, but
mangrove
I mean, I
swamp.
understand why it was like that, because
After
I mean,
the
think about
swamp,
it. You
there'll be a
kind of need a
warehouse.
big open space at first to
Make
get
your way
players
through
to
the
get
warehouse
to
and you'll come
understand the
out
whole
just
game,
south
since
of the
I feel like
lab.
Elden Ring was more
Got it.
advertised to more beginner
Just
players.
what are you doing
like,
there?
compared to Dark Souls?
Yeah.
In close-range combat, a knife can
I
sometimes
have
be
no
more
clue where
useful
this
than a
elevator
gun.
is taking me.
By
I'm just
doing
hoping
this,
it's
I'll be able to hold a
and it is
knife
a
at the
bonfire.
same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
And it's the entrance too. That's nice. I feel like when I pick up this item,
Right,
something's
let's get
gonna
going.
drop down.
Wait a minute.
That's it. Nothing dropped
What
down.
now?
You must be tired. Why don't
Try
you take a
screen
little
my screen.
rest?
I'll be fine.
Shit, go for it.
You'll never make it in your condition.
Give me 1 second. Let me pop this out.
It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I'm gonna stream
I
at
have to
30
get
FPS just so it
I
doesn't
can't be
lag
gone
me
for
out.
too long. They'll start to suspect something.
So I gotta. Like the new upgrade system
Don't
is
worry.
so weird.
I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it.
But yeah, I have one of the new hairstyles, and then
My orders
got
are to
these
provide
two,
you with
which I can't
information.
correctly
Nothing
wield
more.
this one, so I have to two-hand it. Still works like a charm. And
You
then
look
got all my
disappointed.
buffs.
All right then. I'll do something special for you.
I think I just found the main boss too, so we'll see.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a
I
good
love the
boy
random
and lie
color
down.
changes. I don't understand why Elden Ring does that weird, just like it puts a filter over your screen.
What's the matter?
The colors don't actually change. Just
I don't know
blue
you well
filter.
enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
Get that down there, in case I die. I most
I don't know if
definitely
I can
will.
trust anybody.
Oh shit. Not supposed to be there. Turns out there was no boss
Gonna
here.
get
It was
that?
just at least not the one that I can see yet. It looks so far just like a.
Alright, I got it pulled up.
Huh?
She's
I got
right,
it pulled
Snake.
up.
You should get some sleep.
Nice.
Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU.
My build go hard.
Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll
that's a
go to
boss.
sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover
Damn,
naturally
rip.
from sickness and injury. When you're
Not
tired
even
or
2
hurt, the
hits.
best thing to do is just get some sleep.
It was like
So
1.5.
do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
I feel like I'm gonna
That's what I
rage
mean.
so hard.
Okay.
Yeah, Oh! Shit! That is a main boss. Okay. Now I understand. Let me do that. Okay, at least I do damage to him slightly. As I get absolutely fucking wrecked. I might have to summon someone.
Damn.
The last boss I tried, the only thing that saved me was someone, like, I just chose some random person, summoned them, and then I just had them tank all, like, not tank all the hits, just distract the boss while I just get some cheap hits off.
Yeah. That's what I did for Millennia.
That's what most people did. That's at least what I did. Okay, I gotta turn off the password.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
For some reason, whenever you're using a keyboard,
We've
you
got company.
can't
It's the
use your
Ocelot unit.
controller to use the keyboard.
Let's get out of here.
Not
Hurry.
the keyboard, the like
Don't
text.
forget your gear.
So you have to type it on your keyboard.
Damn.
Here, give me a hand.
Sure, we'll do this, dude. Or not. You know what? I'll try this one. Maybe this will do better.
We can use this to get to the basement.
Chill.
Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy.
How the fuck am I supposed to dodge that first attack?
Huh?
I was just confused at this point.
Don't go dying on me now.
That's another problem with these bosses. You have to remember, unlike other bosses where you could go without memorizing their attack patterns, sure, it would help. A lot of these bosses, you need to memorize that shit. Otherwise, you are cooked. You are no longer existent.
True.
Yeah, for a while, when I tried to summon someone, there was literally like around 20 to 30 summons. That's how many people are on.
Damn.
Usually you only find like 2 summons max, if you're feeling lucky. Damn! That was one hit.
Yeah, I'm low-key scared to play the DLC, can't even lie.
I think this is meant for horseback. If you can use your horse, it's meant for horseback.
Yeah.
Alright, I feel like since we're on horseback, I need to use the... Oh, shit, I can't use this on horseback. Hey!
Just my imagination.
What? Not here?
Hey, at least I see the next area where you go and you beat them. That implies that this is a side boss. This implies that this is like the Red Wolf of Radon or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Why does it keep one shot? Before it was 2 shots, now it's just 1. I feel like the game is just like not liking it anymore. And there's no other areas I can go to explore most stuff. I mean, here's a few new rocks. Explore more country. There's a whole area over here. There's a whole area over here. But I don't think I can get to it yet. Even this DLC sucks. In a good way.
Yeah.
Like... You know what, I'm gonna put my summon sign down for people. I'll probably get summoned almost instantly. We're gonna do some summonings. Dude, when I got New Game Plus, like 5 or like 4, my first thing ever doing was just helping random people. That's all I did with that character. It was just, oh, I want to get to level 200, so like, how else am I gonna do it without any boss? Or get something. You know, it's possible.
It's honestly fun helping out other players.
Really. Everyone's standing high on your screen. It's so fun. Whoa! Shit, we're fighting these dudes.
I'm probably gonna low-key go to bed here pretty soon. I'm probably gonna go to bed here pretty soon. I gotta fucking work. But like I said, bro,
Real.
I got a day off this fucking week, bro. Grind the fuck out of Elden Ring.
Yeah. Damn, the host fingers died. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off call.
I've been waiting
Probably
for
gonna
this
fall
moment.
asleep.
Alright, man. Yeah.
That's it. That's the stance. I don't think so. What? A female spy? This bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
I see you've got yourself a single-action army.
That's right. There'll be no accidents this time.
You call that an accident? Well, it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off.
What did you say?
It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me.
We'll see.
That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people.
Damn! This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
You'll regret stopping me. Damn it! I've got to get back before he does. Saving the game, Snake? Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think
You're welcome
they're
in.
still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Oh, I'm about to hop off for the night. Take it easy, y'all.
Oops.